I'm Joe, and back in 2023, I was lucky enough to buy my very first home, a 57-foot narrowboat called Lydia. The plan was to give her a complete makeover, inside and out, and then set off onto the inland waterways of the UK. But when I had to get a new job based in the northwest, I realised I was nowhere near ready for the challenge that lay in store. Driving Lydia through 90 miles, 3.5 furlongs, 4 counties and 76 locks to Cheshire.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Everybody cross your fingers.
So, this is the journey of a 23-year-old fool still figuring out this little thing called life as he heads for new horizons. Welcome to the Voyage of Lydia.
Hello everyone, just a quick one before this episode starts. Once this series of videos is over and I've reached my destination, which I may or may not already be at, the first video I'd like to make is a big Q&A video, because there's been a lot of questions from the corners of the internet, and I thought the best way to answer them would be in one big Q&A video where myself and your friend and mine, the inimitable dipstick, Fraser the cameraman, sit down with maybe a drink or two and answer all of your questions, all in one go. So, if you do have a question that I perhaps haven't answered in the course of the videos already, comment it down below on this video, or you can send your questions to me directly to me on Instagram at, God, what is it? It's at _voyage_of_Lydia. Send them there. I'll put a link thing sort of here-ish. Yeah, that's it from Future Joe. On with the episode.
Good morning to you all. It's just gone 10 to 7 and I'm getting ready to do my engine checks and get myself away as early as possible, because today we've got a bit of a change of scenery. We are going through Stoke. Once I've done my engine checks and scraped the frost off my solar panels. You all right there? Lydia and I were off. Right, we're off. It is Baltic cold. My stove is, my chimney in the saloon is puffing away, and there's so much smoke coming out the top that I can hardly see where I'm going. But hey ho, got a little ways to go today. I'm going to really try and get all the way up through Stoke as far as I can go, so I don't fancy stopping the night. You can probably see around me the frost and the smoke coming by. Yeah, first 10 minutes are going to be a bit tricky, I think. You know, with that chimney going, I really do feel like I've been thrown back into the industrial era of the canals. The smell in the air at the minute from that stove. The morning air, the stove, the cold. Just all of it is... it's lovely. It's really lovely. Oh yeah, and I've had a shave. So I'm looking a bit tidier now. I'm a bit more presentable to the outside world. I don't look like I've spent the last 3 weeks in a cave. As Lydia and I ventured into the wintry morning, The autumn colours, wrapped in their frosty coats, proved to be a truly magical sight. I could think of no better way to start the day until I rounded a bend and was welcomed into the outskirts of Stoke by the most glorious winter sunrise.
This is a really nice morning. I'm glad I got up early. I'm glad I set off early. Because if I hadn't, I wouldn't be seeing all of this. And I don't want to miss this for the world. It's too good to miss. It's just brilliant. Right, my left hand, which is the one I'm using to operate the camera, it's getting really cold. So I'm going to put my special neoprene gloves back on, which means I won't be able to actually use it because they don't do the screen thing with these gloves. But I will see you very soon. For you it will be a little cut right now. Sun's shining. I've got to my first lock in Stoke. Scenery is a lot more industrial now, but that's to be expected because I'm kind of in Stoke proper now. So yeah, this is the first lock of the day. I think I've got to get through Stoke. I've got to do quite a few. So we'll see how it goes. On to the next one. Next lock was literally 30 seconds around the corner. I've got 3 more to go, these 3 there. And then I'm nearly at the very top of Stoke, I think. Scenery is definitely a lot less rustic. Yeah, if I'm not filming very much of the locks, it's because I'm trying to get through them like not as quickly as possible, but quick-ish, because I've got my passage booked for Harecastle Tunnel, so I don't really want to be, for want of a better phrase, messing around. It's warming up, but obviously you can still see my own breath. It's a good job I brushed my teeth this morning. The stretch of scenery that I'm looking at here, or that I'm trying to look at because of the sunshine, is just incredible. Right, onwards. 2 more to go, and then I think we're about done. So, happy days. That's where I need to be going, and this is where I currently am. I'm in a Joel. I don't have any more locks to do until I get to Harecastle Tunnel. All the way to Harecastle Tunnel is lock free. Oh, that feels so good. Right, I've moved up a little ways past the top lock. I've just paused here because I'm going to go and have my lunch at Toby Carvery, or I'm going to bring it back here. Who knows? But why not? Because I've worked hard for it today. The goods have been secured.
With lunch out the way, it was time to get back on the road.
Right, I've had my lunch, which was lovely, and now I'm cracking on. I'm carrying on up to Harecastle Tunnel. Fingers crossed I'll get there by the end of today. If I don't, it's no big deal. I've still got tomorrow, and then I've got my passage. So I've been trying to block out the sun with my head. It's big enough, so it should do the job. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Leaves are falling off the trees. The sun is gently warming my back, and it's really nice. It's really nice. Happy days. Everything's getting back to normal now. It's still a tad on the chilly side, you know, even though there's not a cloud in the sky, and the sun's out uninterrupted. It's still chilly, but then again it is November, so you know, make the best of it.
With Lydia chugging along in the sunshine, we cruised through an industrial estate, passing by some modern and perhaps not that pretty factories, until my surroundings took a 100-year leap backwards as we arrived at Middleport Pottery. Built in 1888 by Burgess & Lee Limited, it was designed to make all production processes more efficient and to improve conditions for the workforce. Finished pottery was placed using the crane next to the packing house directly onto barges on the Trent and Mersey Canal, waiting to take the ceramics out to the coast for international export. The pottery was given listed building status in the 1970s. By this time, 6 of the 7 bottle ovens on the site had been demolished. In 2010, the Prince's Regeneration Trust began a £9 million project to restore the crumbling structures. And following these renovations, Middleport Pottery was opened to visitors in 2014 and has enjoyed rising visitor numbers ever since. Burley pottery is still produced at the site using traditional craftsmanship.
I wish we'd found this place over my shoulder when we've been doing the graduation project for my university course. We were looking for abandoned buildings, and that place, that would have been amazing, as long as it was safe, because it doesn't look it.
After that little delve into Stoke's industrial history, I carried on up the Trent and Mersey, past some boatyards,
crumbling structures. And eventually out into the countryside again.
Made it to Harecastle Tunnel. I've just moored up in the basin. Now I've just got to wait for my slot. But there's the entrance over there. All the way down there, and that is terrible quality, so I apologise. Oh, but yes, I'm here. The early start paid off, got all the way through Stoke. Even had time to stop for my lunch. Result. I am going through Harecastle Tunnel 2 days early.
Next time on the Voyage of Lydia. Boat life takes a dark turn when I have to confront one of my biggest fears, going through Harecastle Tunnel.
This is scary. This is how close the ceiling is.
But once I'm out the other side, it's downhill all the way into Cheshire.
Come on.
Oh, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.